30 Richest Black Actors in Hollywood, 2025. Net worth ranking from lowest to highest. What if we told you that some of Hollywood's biggest black stars are now worth more than entire movie studios, and that their rise wasn't built on luck, but legacy? From street hustlers, turned moguls to comedians turned billionaires, these legends didn't just make money. They rewrote the rules of power in entertainment. Their net worths will leave you speechless, but their journeys will inspire you even more. Stay tuned as we count down the top 30 richest black actors in Hollywood 2025. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Which celebrity's fortune shocked you the most? Only on Legends of Black Excellence. Mahershala Ali. Mahershala Ali's journey is a masterclass in transformation both on screen and in life. Born on February 16, 1974 in Oakland, California. Mahershala grew up surrounded by art, spirituality, and the raw reality of a working-class family. His father, a Broadway actor, inspired his early curiosity about performance, while his mother's deep Christian faith shaped his inner discipline. Before Hollywood fame, Mahershala studied mass communication at St. Mary's College of California, where he also excelled in sports, particularly basketball. Yet instead of chasing athletic fame, he discovered a deeper calling in storytelling and performance. This decision would redefine his destiny. He began as a stage actor, honing his craft through years of theater before television opened its doors. Many first recognized him as Remy Danton in the political drama House of Cards, where his calm intensity and controlled power hinted at something greater. But it was his role as Juan in Barry Jenkins's Moonlight 2016 that changed everything. His portrayal of a compassionate drug dealer navigating moral conflict was both haunting and human. The performance earned him the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, making him the first Muslim actor to win an Oscar. Ali's range continued to expand with Green Book 2018, where his portrayal of pianist Dr. Don Shirley captured elegance, isolation, and quiet strength. The film won the Academy Award for Best Picture, and Mahershala took home his second Oscar, cementing his place among Hollywood's elite. Beyond acting, he remains grounded in faith and family, balancing fame with a profound sense of purpose. In interviews, he often speaks about protecting his spiritual core amidst the chaos of the industry. His upcoming role as Blade in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is set to introduce him to a new generation of fans, blending his deep emotional gravitas with blockbuster energy. Financially, his net worth is estimated around $12 million in 2025. A modest figure compared to some peers, yet a reflection of a career built on integrity, artistry, and patience, not flash or controversy. Ali's legacy is still being written, but one thing is certain: he represents a new kind of black excellence, one defined not by noise, but by nuance. In a world obsessed with fame, Mahershala Ali stands as proof that depth, discipline, and dignity can still win. Phylicia Rashad. Born on June 19, 1948 in Houston, Texas. Phylicia Rashad has long been celebrated as one of the most graceful and influential women in American entertainment. Raised in a creative family, her mother, Vivian Ayers Allen, was a Pulitzer-nominated poet, and her sister, Debbie Allen, became a legendary dancer and choreographer. Phylicia's world was steeped in art and expression from an early age. She graduated from Howard University with a degree in fine arts, an education that laid the foundation for her disciplined yet soulful acting approach. Before television fame, Rashad carved her name in the Broadway world, starring in acclaimed productions such as Dreamgirls and A Raisin in the Sun. Her stage work refined her timing, poise, and emotional depth, qualities that would soon make her a household name. The world came to know and love her as Claire Huxtable on The Cosby Show, 1984 to 1992, a role that forever changed the image of the black mother on television. Intelligent, warm, witty, and impeccably composed, Claire became the face of professionalism and family pride in a time when black representation was still limited and often stereotyped. Rashad didn't just play a mother, she embodied an ideal. Her portrayal earned her 2 Emmy nominations, and in 2004, she made history as the first Black actress to win the Tony Award for Best Actress in a play for her role in A Raisin in the Sun. Even beyond acting, Phylicia Rashad has dedicated her life to mentorship and education, serving as the Dean of Howard University's Chadwick A. Boseman College of Fine Arts, inspiring a new generation of artists to value culture, character, and creativity over celebrity. Financially, her net worth in 2025 is estimated around $20 million earned through decades of stage, television, and academic work. Yet what defines her wealth most isn't money, it's legacy. Rashad has balanced artistry with activism, speaking out for authentic Black storytelling and female empowerment, all while maintaining an aura of dignity rarely seen in Hollywood today. Through every role, every speech, and every lesson, Phylicia Rashad reminds the world that true excellence isn't loud, it's lived. Her presence continues to radiate calm authority, proving that elegance, intelligence, and purpose never go out of style. Whoopi Goldberg. Born Karen Elaine Johnson on November 13, 1955 in New York City. Whoopi Goldberg rose from the tough streets of Manhattan's Chelsea neighborhood to become one of the few artists in history to achieve EGOT status, winning an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award. Her career began in the unlikeliest of ways, performing a one-woman comedy show in small San Francisco theaters during the early 1980s. Her humor was sharp, socially conscious, and deeply human, catching the attention of director Steven Spielberg, who cast her as Celie in The Color Purple, 1985. That breakout performance earned her an Oscar nomination and marked the arrival of a fearless new voice in Hollywood. In 1990, she delivered another defining role as Oda Mae Brown in Ghost, winning the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. The role fused comedy, empathy, and spiritual wonder traits that became her signature. From Sister Act to The View, Whoopi has continuously redefined what it means to be a woman of color in entertainment, outspoken, layered, and unapologetically herself. Beyond acting, Goldberg's achievements include producing films, writing children's books, and hosting the Oscars multiple times. Her net worth, estimated around $30 million in 2025, reflects not just success, but sustainability in an industry known for fleeting fame. She's also a dedicated activist advocating for women's rights, LGBTQ+ equality, and social justice. Do you think honesty and authenticity are still valued in Hollywood, or has the industry traded truth for trends? Whoopi Goldberg's power comes from her ability to speak to both laughter and pain, faith and rebellion. She remains a rare force, a bridge between comedy and conscience, proving that real legends never fade, they evolve. Damon Wayans. Born on September 4, 1960, in New York City, Damon Wayans is one of the founding pillars of modern Black comedy. As part of the legendary Wayans family dynasty, Damon's creativity helped shape television humor in the 1990s and beyond. His early years as a stand-up comedian led him to Saturday Night Live, where his bold sketches hinted at a daring comedic mind that didn't quite fit traditional molds. He soon found his true stage on the hit show In Living Color, 1990-1994, which he co-created with his brother Keenan Ivory Wayans. The show broke barriers by launching the careers of Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx, Jennifer Lopez, and more, while also redefining sketch comedy through a uniquely Black lens. His success continued with the beloved sitcom My Wife and Kids, 2001 to 2005, where he portrayed Michael Kyle, a loving but hilariously strict father. The show was praised for its family-centered storytelling, humor, and emotional lessons, earning Wayans both critical respect and commercial success. Over the years, he's also proven his range with roles in The Last Boy Scout, 1991, Major Payne, 1995, and Lethal Weapon, 2016 TV series. Financially, his net worth in 2025 is estimated at about $35 million, a testament to decades of writing, producing, and acting with intention rather than noise. He's often described as the architect behind a generation of comedians who followed his blueprint: smart, bold, and boundary-pushing humor, rooted in truth. In a business obsessed with fame, Damon Wayans remains the calm within the storm, a man who values creativity over chaos, quality over controversy. His laughter taught the world that sometimes the greatest rebellion is joy itself. Donald Glover. Born on September 25, 1983 in Edwards Air Force Base, California, and raised in Stone Mountain, Georgia, Donald Glover is one of the most versatile creatives of his generation. He's not just an actor, but also a writer, producer, director, comedian, and musician known musically as Childish Gambino. A graduate of New York University's Tisch School of the Arts, Glover began as a writer for 30 Rock before his on-screen breakthrough in the sitcom Community 2009 to 2014, where his offbeat charm and sharp wit made him an instant favorite. But Glover refused to be confined by genre or expectation. He was building something bigger. His groundbreaking series Atlanta 2016 to 2023, which he created, wrote and often directed blended surrealism, social commentary, and humor to dissect modern Black identity and fame. The show earned 2 Golden Globes and 5 Emmy Awards, solidifying Glover as one of the most visionary storytellers of his era. In music, his hit This Is America 2018 shocked the world, a politically charged anthem that won 4 Grammy Awards, including Record and Song of the Year. Today, Glover's career bridges art and intellect. He's acted in Solo: A Star Wars Story 2018, voiced Simba in The Lion King 2019, and continues to challenge artistic norms with his Amazon Prime projects. His net worth is estimated at around $40 million in 2025, earned through a diverse portfolio of creative ventures. Donald Glover is not chasing trends, he's setting them. Whether through humor music or narrative rebellion, he represents a generation that refuses to be boxed in. His work reminds audiences that true Black excellence is not just success, it's innovation, disruption, and fearless authenticity. Don Cheadle. Born on November 29, 1964 in Kansas City, Missouri. Don Cheadle is an actor's actor, respected, refined, and relentlessly consistent. His artistry has always been about substance over spectacle. After graduating from the California Institute of the Arts, CalArts, Cheadle quickly stood out with powerful performances in films like Devil in a Blue Dress, 1995, Boogie Nights, 1997, and Hotel Rwanda, 2004. The last earning him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. His portrayal of real-life humanitarian Paul Rusesabagina remains one of cinema's most moving depictions of moral courage. Yet Cheadle's brilliance extends beyond serious drama. He has a rare ability to balance blockbuster energy with indie soul. As James Rhodes aka War Machine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he became a cornerstone of one of the biggest franchises in history, appearing in Iron Man 2, 2010, Avengers Endgame, 2019, and Secret Invasion, 2023. Outside of Marvel, his role as Marty Khan in Showtime's House of Lies earned him a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor in a Comedy Series. Cheadle is also deeply committed to social causes, including climate justice and human rights in Africa, using his fame to spotlight global inequality. Financially, his net worth in 2025 is estimated at $40 million, built through decades of acclaimed acting, producing, and directing. In an industry obsessed with noise, Don Cheadle commands silence, the kind earned by depth, intellect, and integrity. His career is proof that mastery doesn't require spectacle. It requires consistency, conscience, and courage. Every role he takes feels lived in, layered, and intentional, making him not just one of the richest, but one of the most respected Black actors in Hollywood history. Danny Glover. Born on July 22, 1946 in San Francisco, California. Danny Glover stands as one of the most respected figures in American cinema, an actor, director, and humanitarian whose career spans over 4 decades. Before fame, Glover studied economics at San Francisco State University, where he was also deeply involved in the Black Students' Union during the Civil Rights era. His activism shaped his worldview and would later influence both his film choices and public advocacy. Glover began his acting career in the 1970s with the Black Actors Workshop at the American Conservatory Theater, where he developed his craft and commanding stage presence. His breakout came with Steven Spielberg's The Color Purple 1985, where his portrayal of Mr. A deeply flawed and abusive husband showed his fearless willingness to explore complex human emotions. But it was the Lethal Weapon franchise 1987 to 1998, where he played Detective Roger Murtaugh, that cemented his global fame. His chemistry with Mel Gibson, paired with his famous catchphrase, "I'm too old for this," made him a cultural icon of action cinema. Throughout his career, Glover has worked in over 90 films, from Predator 2 to Dreamgirls, balancing blockbuster success with art house credibility. Financially, his net worth in 2025 is estimated around $40 million, though Glover's true legacy lies in his activism. He has been a longtime advocate for human rights, labor unions, and African development, working with organizations like UNICEF and Trans-Africa Forum. Danny Glover's journey proves that stardom and social justice can coexist. His voice, calm, thoughtful, and unwavering, has guided both Hollywood and humanitarian movements. In every sense, he remains not just an actor, but a leader whose power reaches far beyond the screen. Marlon Wayans. Born on July 23, 1972, in New York City, Marlon Wayans grew up in one of the most influential creative families in entertainment. The youngest of 10 siblings, he was surrounded by humor, ambition, and artistic energy from an early age. After attending the Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School of Music and Art and Performing Arts, Marlon studied at Howard University, refining his craft before joining his brothers on television and film. He rose to fame with The Wayans Bros. 1995-1999, a sitcom he co-created and starred in with his brother Shawn Wayans, portraying the hilarious highs and lows of young black men in urban America. However, his global breakout came with the hit parody Scary Movie 2000, co-written and produced by the Wayans family. The film grossed over $270 million worldwide, proving that Marlon was not just funny, he was a shrewd businessman and creative force. From White Chicks 2004, where he played undercover FBI agent Marcus Copeland, to Requiem for a Dream 2000, where he shocked audiences with raw, dramatic depth. Marlon has shown an uncommon range. Over time, he's become known for his versatility, able to shift from slapstick to serious with ease. His stand-up comedy specials, including Wokish on Netflix, showcase his social awareness and bold humor, often challenging stereotypes and cultural taboos. Today, Marlon Wayans' net worth in 2025 is estimated at around $40 million, built from decades of writing, acting, and producing. He continues to explore new mediums, from digital streaming to dramatic film projects, refusing to be defined by one genre. Marlon Wayans thrives because he risks honesty. He brings laughter not just to entertain, but to enlighten. Behind the jokes lies an artist dissecting race, fame, and identity with fearless candor. In a world that often silences truth-tellers, Marlon keeps talking and keeps the world laughing while he does. Common. Born Lonnie Rashid Lynn on March 13, 1972, in Chicago, Illinois. Common has become one of the rare artists whose career bridges the worlds of music, film, and activism with equal grace. He started as a thoughtful rapper in the early 1990s, earning critical respect for his socially conscious lyrics and smooth delivery on albums like Resurrection 1994 and Like Water for Chocolate 2000. But Common didn't stop at hip-hop. He evolved into an actor, author, and cultural voice for equality and emotional healing. His transition into acting began with small roles in films such as Smokin' Aces 2006 and American Gangster 2007. Soon, Hollywood recognized his quiet intensity and presence. Common's performance as Cassian in John Wick Chapter 2, 2017 showed his ability to bring both strength and stillness to an action-driven role. He also earned acclaim for his portrayal of civil rights leader James Bevel in Selma 2014, a performance that paralleled his own activism off-screen. As a musician, Common's anthem Glory from Selma, co-written with John Legend, won both an Academy Award and a Golden Globe for Best Original Song. His artistry is rooted in humanity, often blending spirituality with social consciousness. Away from fame, Common remains an outspoken advocate for prison reform education and mental health awareness. He even founded the Common Ground Foundation, dedicated to empowering underserved youth through mentorship and leadership programs. Financially, his net worth in 2025 is estimated at around $45 million, built from acting, music royalties, brand endorsements, and speaking engagements. Yet for Common, true wealth has never been about money, it's about impact. Common's journey proves that words have weight when paired with action. He's not just a rapper or actor, he's a modern-day griot using every platform to tell stories that heal, question, and uplift. In an era where trends fade fast, Common's purpose-driven artistry remains timeless. Idris Elba. Born on September 6, 1972 in London, England to Sierra Leonean and Ghanaian parents, Idris Elba embodies international excellence. He started from humble beginnings, working odd jobs as a DJ and factory worker before breaking into acting in the 1990s. His rise was not overnight. It was built on persistence, discipline, and a magnetic confidence that made him impossible to ignore. Elba first captured global attention as Stringer Bell in HBO's The Wire, 2002-2004, where he portrayed a complex drug lord with intellect and ambition, a performance so convincing that many viewers thought he was American. From there, he transitioned seamlessly into film-taking on roles in Mandela Long Walk to Freedom 2013, Pacific Rim 2013, and Beasts of No Nation 2015, for which he received a BAFTA Award nomination. But it was his role as Heimdall in Marvel's Thor 2011 and subsequent MCU films that turned him into a global superstar. Still, Elba has always sought balance between mainstream fame and creative authenticity. Whether in British crime series Luther or in his own directorial projects like Yardie 2018, he refuses to be typecast. Off-screen, he is also a successful DJ under the name DJ Big Dry as producer and entrepreneur, reflecting a modern form of black excellence that's stylish, versatile, and business savvy. By 2025, Idris Elba's net worth is estimated around $50 million earned from acting, music, and production ventures. He has also become an influential advocate for diversity in entertainment, using his platform to push for better representation of black creatives both in front of and behind the camera. Elba represents the evolution of the modern entertainer, global, grounded, and multidimensional. His career defies limits, his presence commands respect, and his charisma redefines what it means to be powerful, not by dominance, but by quiet, confident excellence. Kerry Washington. Born on January 31, 1977 in the Bronx, New York, Kerry Washington rose to become one of Hollywood's most respected actresses and one of the most influential black women in modern television history. A graduate of George Washington University, she began her acting journey in the late 1990s, appearing in indie films like Our Song 2000 and Save the Last Dance 2001. However, her career exploded when she took on the groundbreaking role of Olivia Pope in the political drama Scandal 2012-2018. Created by Shonda Rhimes, as Olivia Pope, Washington became a symbol of intelligence, independence, and sensuality, qualities rarely afforded to black women on network television at that time. The series made her the first black woman to lead a network drama in nearly 40 years, earning her 2 Primetime Emmy nominations and a Golden Globe nomination. Her portrayal wasn't just acting, it was representation. Millions saw themselves reflected in her confidence, vulnerability, and power. Outside of Scandal, Kerry has taken on roles in Django Unchained 2012, Ray 2004, and Confirmation 2016, where she portrayed Anita Hill further, proving her ability to embody real-life figures with empathy and strength. Beyond the screen, she is an outspoken activist working with organizations like Time's Up V-Day and the Creative Coalition, focusing on gender equality and racial justice. Financially, her net worth in 2025 is estimated at around $50 million, a result of not only her acting, but also her producing career and brand collaborations with Neutrogena and Apple TV+. She has also launched her own production company, Simpson Street, dedicated to telling diverse, women-centered stories. Kerry Washington's brilliance lies not just in her talent, but in her intentionality. Every choice she makes, whether as an actress, producer, or activist, adds to a larger narrative of empowerment. She didn't just play Olivia Pope, she became the blueprint for how women of color can lead, inspire, and dominate on their own terms. Jada Pinkett Smith. Born on September 18, 1971 in Baltimore, Maryland, Jada Pinkett Smith has built a career defined by adaptability, resilience, and unapologetic self-expression. A graduate of the Baltimore School for the Arts, where she was classmates with the late Tupac Shakur, Jada began acting in television with A Different World, 1991, before making her film debut in Menace to Society, 1993. Her bold performances quickly marked her as one of Hollywood's rising stars. By the late 1990s, she became a household name through powerful roles in films such as Set It Off, 1996, The Nutty Professor, 1996, and Jason's Lyric, 1994. Her performance as Niobe in The Matrix Reloaded 2003 and Revolutions 2003 showcased her ability to hold her own in a massive sci-fi franchise, something rare for Black actresses at the time. In the 2000s and beyond, she diversified her career as a producer, musician, and talk show host, proving she could excel far beyond the boundaries of traditional Hollywood. Her talk show, Red Table Talk, became a cultural phenomenon by fearlessly addressing topics like race trauma, relationships, and healing. The series, which she co-hosted with her daughter Willow and mother Adrienne Banfield Norris, earned multiple Daytime Emmy Awards and sparked global discussions on mental health and transparency. As of 2025, Jada Pinkett Smith's net worth stands around $50 million, fueled by decades of acting production ventures and book sales, including her candid memoir, Worthy 2023. Despite public scrutiny surrounding her personal life and marriage to Will Smith, Jada has turned vulnerability into power, showing that growth and self-knowledge are as valuable as fame. Jada Pinkett Smith remains one of the most dynamic figures in Hollywood, a woman who has redefined what it means to evolve in plain sight. She is proof that authenticity, though often uncomfortable, can become the greatest form of liberation. Her story isn't about survival, it's about self-mastery. Spike Lee. Born on March 20, 1957 in Atlanta, Georgia, and raised in Brooklyn, New York, Shelton Jackson Spike Lee is far more than a filmmaker. He's a cultural historian, truth-teller, and provocateur. A graduate of Morehouse College and New York University's Tisch School of the Arts, Lee's early short films announced a bold new voice in American cinema, one that refused to be polite about race politics or injustice. He made his feature debut with She's Gotta Have It, 1986, a groundbreaking indie film shot on a shoestring budget that earned over $7 million and redefined Black storytelling. But it was Do the Right Thing, 1989, that cemented his legacy, an unflinching examination of race relations in Brooklyn that remains one of the most important films in American history. Since then, Spike Lee's body of work, Malcolm X, 1992, He Got Game, 1998, 25th Hour, 2002. Black Hawk Klansman, 2018, has combined artistry with activism, often confronting uncomfortable truths about America's soul. Lee is also a pioneering entrepreneur, founding 40 Acres and A Mule Filmworks, his Brooklyn-based production company responsible for more than 35 films. His net worth in 2025 is estimated at around $60 million, built from decades of directing, producing, and teaching future filmmakers. He has also served as a professor at NYU, mentoring rising talent and championing diversity in film. His influence goes beyond awards. It's cultural. Every frame he shoots is intentional, a dialogue with history, identity, and community. Few filmmakers can claim his level of moral conviction and artistic courage. Spike Lee's genius lies in his fearlessness. He never seeks comfort, only clarity. For over 40 years, he's challenged Hollywood's narratives while creating his own. To this day, every Spike Lee joint is more than a film. It's a statement, one that echoes long after the credits roll. Chris Rock. Born on February 7, 1965 in Andrews, South Carolina, and raised in Brooklyn. Chris Rock is a titan of modern comedy, one whose insight, fearlessness, and wit have reshaped how America talks about race, class, and culture. Discovered by Eddie Murphy, Rock joined Saturday Night Live in 1990 as part of the iconic Bad Boys of SNL alongside Adam Sandler and David Spade. Yet he truly broke through with his HBO specials, Bring the Pain, 1996, and Bigger and Blacker, 1999, raw, brilliant dissections of politics, relationships, and race that earned him 4 Emmy Awards and a reputation as one of the greatest stand-up comedians alive. Rock's impact extends far beyond the stage. As an actor, he brought his voice to animated films like Madagascar 2005-2012 as Marty the Zebra, and starred in hit comedies such as Down to Earth 2001 and Head of State 2003. His semi-autobiographical series Everybody Hates Chris 2005-2009 was both hilarious and heartfelt, earning critical acclaim for its honesty about Black adolescence in America. In recent years, he's shown dramatic depth with roles in Top 5 2014 and Spiral 2021, proving that behind the punchlines lies a profound storyteller. As of 2025, Chris Rock's net worth is around $60 million, built from stand-up tours, television, and film. He has also hosted the Academy Awards twice and continues to be one of the highest-paid comedians in the world. Despite personal ups and downs, his ability to turn pain into art remains unmatched, most notably in his 2022 Netflix special, Selective Outrage, where he transformed real-life scandal into cultural commentary. Chris Rock's brilliance comes from balanced intelligence without pretension, honesty without cruelty. His words cut, but they also connect. From Brooklyn clubs to global stages, he's proven that comedy isn't just about laughter. It's about reflection, resistance, and revelation. Ice-T. Born Tracy Lauren Marrow on February 16, 1958 in Newark, New Jersey. Ice-T's journey from the gritty streets of South Central Los Angeles to the polished floors of Hollywood is nothing short of legendary. After losing both parents by the age of 12, he was raised amid the chaos of inner-city life, where survival required not only toughness, but intellect. Those early experiences would later fuel his groundbreaking music career as one of rap's earliest storytellers of urban reality. Ice-T first rose to prominence in the 1980s with songs like 6 in the Mornin' 1987, which helped define the gangsta rap genre. His lyrics weren't just provocative, they were documentary-style confessions of a generation often ignored by mainstream America. By 1992, his band Body Count released the controversial track Cop Killer, igniting a national debate about censorship, race, and artistic freedom. Rather than being destroyed by controversy, Ice-T reinvented himself. He turned to acting, proving his depth in roles that mirrored his real-life authenticity. His portrayal of Detective Odafin Tutuola on Law & Order SVU, a role he has played since 2000, has made him one of the longest-running black actors in television history. Alongside TV, Ice-T has appeared in films such as New Jack City 1991, Ricochet 1991, and Trespass 1992, each showcasing his commanding on-screen presence. Financially, Ice-T's net worth in 2025 is around $65 million, built from his music royalties, acting career, and entrepreneurship, including ventures in gaming, publishing, and real estate. Off-screen, he's an outspoken advocate for freedom of speech and personal reinvention, proving that an artist's past doesn't define their future. Ice-T's life is a study in evolution. He transformed his pain into power, his rebellion into resilience, and his words into legacy. Decades later, he remains as relevant as ever, a living testament to the strength, intelligence, and longevity of hip-hop culture. Tracy Morgan. Born on November 10, 1968, in the Bronx, New York. Tracy Morgan is one of comedy's most distinctive voices, wildly unpredictable, emotionally raw, and deeply human. Growing up in poverty, Morgan often used humor as a shield against hardship. His comedic talent first shone on the New York stand-up circuit, leading to his big break on Martin, 1994 to 1996, where his outrageous characters made him an audience favorite. His charisma and energy soon landed him a spot on Saturday Night Live, 1996 to 2003, where he created some of the show's most memorable sketches and characters. But it was 30 Rock, 2006-2013. That made Tracy a household name. Playing the larger-than-life Tracy Jordan, a fictionalized version of himself, he brought chaotic genius and unpredictable warmth to every scene. His comedic timing, paired with his emotional honesty, earned him Emmy nominations and global recognition. In 2014, tragedy struck when a devastating car accident nearly took his life. The crash left him in a coma for 2 weeks, and many feared he would never perform again. But true to his resilient spirit, Morgan fought his way back emotionally, physically, and spiritually. His comeback special, Staying Alive 2017, turned his pain into humor and hope, showing the world that laughter is indeed a form of healing. By 2025, Tracy Morgan's net worth is estimated around $70 million, drawn from decades of television stand-up and film success. He has also invested in real estate and philanthropy, supporting causes for trauma recovery and underprivileged youth. Tracy Morgan's story is one of faith, forgiveness, and fire. Beneath the outrageous jokes lies a man who embodies perseverance and gratitude. He reminds us that comedy isn't just about laughter, it's about survival, redemption, and the beautiful mess of being human. Queen Latifah. Born Dana Elaine Owens on March 18, 1970 in Newark, New Jersey, Queen Latifah has lived up to her royal title for over 3 decades. She's not only a Grammy-winning rapper, Golden Globe-winning actress, and successful producer, but a cultural trailblazer who redefined what it means to be a multifaceted black woman in entertainment. Raised in a working-class family, Latifah began performing in her teens and signed with Tommy Boy Records at just 19. Her 1989 debut album, All Hail the Queen, was both revolutionary and empowering, anchored by her hit Ladies First, which championed women's pride and independence in a male-dominated hip-hop scene. Latifah's transition to acting came naturally. She stole scenes in films like Set It Off 1996, Chicago 2002, and Beauty Shop 2005, each performance showcasing her magnetic charisma and authenticity. Her role as matron Mama Morton in Chicago earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress and established her as one of Hollywood's most versatile talents. Beyond film, she's been the face of successful TV ventures, including Living Single 1993 to 1998 Star 2016 to 2019, and the CBS reboot The Equalizer 2021 Present, where she redefines the classic action hero as a powerful, compassionate protector. Off-screen, Latifah is a business mogul. Her production company Flavor Unit Entertainment has produced dozens of films and series focused on diverse, uplifting storytelling. She's also a philanthropist and outspoken advocate for racial equality, LGBTQ+ rights, and body positivity, using her platform to amplify messages of strength and self-love. As of 2025, Queen Latifah's net worth is estimated at $70 million, built from decades of music royalties, acting endorsements, and producing credits. Her longevity proves that authenticity and talent never go out of style, from rapping on New Jersey streets to commanding screens worldwide. Queen Latifah's reign has always been about more than crowns or titles. It's about courage, confidence, and carving her own lane. She remains the embodiment of grace, grit, and greatness. Halle Berry. Born on August 14, 1966 in Cleveland, Ohio. Halle Berry is a name synonymous with resilience, talent, and history-making success. Before she was an Oscar-winning actress, she was a pageant queen, finishing as first runner-up in Miss USA 1986 and later representing America at Miss World. Her early modeling days opened doors in film, but her determination, not her looks, secured her place among Hollywood's elite. Berry's breakout came in Jungle Fever 1991, where she stunned audiences as a vulnerable yet fierce addict. Her performances in Boomerang 1992 opposite Eddie Murphy and Losing Isaiah 1995 showed emotional range beyond expectation. But it was Monsters Ball 2001 that changed everything. Her haunting portrayal of Letitia Musgrove, a grieving widow navigating love and loss, earned her the Academy Award for Best Actress, making her the first black woman ever to win the category. That night, she didn't just win for herself, she won for generations of actresses who had been overlooked. In addition to her acting triumphs, Berry proved her star power in blockbuster franchises like X-Men 2000 to 2014, Die Another Day 2002, and John Wick Chapter 3 2019. Her directorial debut, Bruised 2020, demonstrated her courage to step behind the camera and control her narrative. As of 2025, Halle Berry's net worth is approximately $90 million, the result of film salaries, production ventures, and brand endorsements with Revlon and Versace. She remains an advocate for women's empowerment and diversity in Hollywood, often mentoring young black actresses and championing equal pay. Halle Berry's legacy goes beyond glamour. She's a pioneer who turned vulnerability into victory and made history by refusing to be typecast. Every performance, every risk, every triumph reflects a woman who shattered ceilings not for attention, but for evolution. She didn't just conquer Hollywood, she changed it forever. Martin Lawrence. Born on April 16, 1965 in Frankfurt, Germany, while his father served in the U.S. military, Martin Lawrence grew up in Maryland, where his quick wit and magnetic energy made him the class clown turned comedy prodigy. His early stand-up career began in Washington, D.C.'s vibrant comedy circuit before he caught national attention on Star Search in the late 1980s. That exposure led to his big break hosting Def Comedy Jam 1992 to 1997. On HBO, a platform that introduced a generation of black comedians to the world, including Bernie Mac, Cedric the Entertainer, and Dave Chappelle. In 1992, Lawrence created and starred in his own sitcom, Martin, on Fox. The show became an instant classic, beloved for its hilarious characters like Shanae Jerome and Otis, its cultural authenticity, and its quotable lines that still echo through pop culture today. Martin wasn't just comedy, it was a cornerstone of black television, capturing the rhythm, relationships, and humor of everyday life in a way few shows ever had. His film career skyrocketed shortly after pairing him with Will Smith in the hit action comedy Bad Boys 1995. The movie earned over $140 million worldwide, and its sequels Bad Boys 2, 2003, and Bad Boys for Life 2020 cemented the duo as one of Hollywood's most bankable partnerships. Lawrence also dominated box offices with Big Mama's House 2000, Blue Streak 1999, and Life 1999, alongside Eddie Murphy, proving his ability to blend humor with heartfelt humanity. Despite personal struggles and health scares in the early 2000s, Martin made a powerful comeback, maintaining both humility and longevity in an ever-changing industry. As of 2025, his net worth is estimated at around $110 million, reflecting decades of success in television, film, and stand-up. Do you think comedians like Martin Lawrence paved the way for today's generation? Or has comedy lost its original edge? Martin Lawrence's genius lies in his fearlessness. Whether clowning on stage or commanding the big screen, his humor carried truth, heart, and raw energy. He didn't just make audiences laugh, he made them feel seen. For many, he will forever remain the loudest, funniest, and most authentic voice of his era. LL Cool J. Born James Todd Smith on January 14, 1968 in Bay Shore, New York, LL Cool J ladies love cool. James built an empire on charisma, discipline, and reinvention. He began rapping at age 9 and was one of the first artists signed to Def Jam Recordings in the mid-1980s. His debut album, Radio 1985, revolutionized rap with hits like I Can't Live Without My Radio and Rock the Bells. By blending street authenticity with commercial appeal, LL helped make hip-hop mainstream, paving the way for generations of rappers. But unlike most of his peers, LL didn't stop at music. His breakout acting role came in The Hard Way, 1991, opposite Michael J. Fox, followed by Toys, 1992, and In Too Deep, 1999, where he stunned critics with a chillingly serious performance as a crime lord. Yet his defining television role came as Special Agent Sam Hanna in NCIS Los Angeles, 2009 to 2023, a part that made him one of the longest-running black leads on network television. In between acting and music, LL Cool J proved to be a savvy businessman. He founded Rock the Bells, a multimedia platform celebrating hip-hop culture, and became a respected author and fitness entrepreneur. His enduring presence in pop culture is fueled by a work ethic that has kept him relevant across 4 decades, something few artists in any field can claim. As of 2025, LL Cool J's net worth is estimated at approximately $120 million, built through music royalties, television earnings, and business ventures. He has also been honored with the Kennedy Center Award for Lifetime Achievement 2017 and induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2021, solidifying his dual legacy as both rap pioneer and Hollywood mainstay. LL Cool J's story is one of staying power. He evolved from hip-hop's golden age to the heart of primetime television without ever losing his confident swagger or authenticity. He embodies the mantra that true legends don't just adapt to time, they define it. Ice Cube. Born O'Shea Jackson Sr. on June 15, 1969, in South Central Los Angeles. Ice Cube began as a rebel with a pen and became one of the most influential figures in modern entertainment. As a founding member of NWA, he helped pioneer gangsta rap writing, much of the group's groundbreaking 1988 album, Straight Outta Compton. His raw, unfiltered lyrics about police brutality and street life made him a voice for the voiceless and an enemy of censorship. When he left NWA over financial disputes, many doubted he'd survive solo, but he silenced critics with his solo debut, AmeriKKK's Most Wanted 1990, a blistering commentary on race politics and survival. By the mid-1990s, Ice Cube had turned from a musical revolutionary into a film icon. His acting debut in Boys in the Hood 1991 revealed a depth far beyond rap bravado. As Doughboy, he delivered a quiet, heartbreaking performance that showed both rage and vulnerability, earning critical acclaim and cementing him as a serious actor. He then flipped expectations with comedy hits like Friday 1995, which he co-wrote and produced, creating a cultural phenomenon that became one of the most quoted films in urban cinema history. From there, Ice Cube built an empire starring in Barbershop 2002, Are We There Yet 2005, and Ride Along 2014, while also founding his own production company, Cube Vision, which gave him creative control and ownership. He also co-created the Big Three Basketball League, combining business savvy with cultural innovation. As of 2025, Ice Cube's net worth is estimated at around $160 million, derived from music royalties, acting, producing, and entrepreneurship. He remains an outspoken critic of industry hypocrisy and political injustice, never afraid to use his platform for truth-telling. Ice Cube's career is the ultimate evolution of authenticity. From the mic to the movie set, he never sold out, he scaled up. His empire stands as a proof that rebellion, when driven by purpose, can become legacy. Jamie Foxx. Born Eric Marlon Bishop on December 13, 1967 in Terrell, Texas, Jamie Foxx is a once-in-a-generation talent, a man who can make you laugh, cry, and sing in the same breath. Raised by his grandparents in a strict Baptist household, Foxx's early life was rooted in disciplined church music and humor. His natural charisma led him into comedy clubs where his timing and quick wit earned him a spot on In Living Color, 1991 to 1994. But beneath the jokes was a powerhouse performer waiting to emerge. His leap to film began with Any Given Sunday, 1999, where he played cocky quarterback Willie Beeman opposite Al Pacino, proving he could hold his own against Hollywood giants. But his true breakout came with Ray, 2004, the biographical masterpiece where Fox embodied Ray Charles so completely that audiences forgot they were watching an actor. His performance earned him the Academy Award for Best Actor, a Golden Globe, and a BAFTA, making him one of the few entertainers to achieve top honors across multiple fields. Fox's range is unmatched. From Collateral 2004 to Django Unchained 2012, from soulful R&B albums like Unpredictable to global hits like Blame It, he moves effortlessly between acting and music. Even after health challenges in 2023 temporarily sidelined him, Fox made a stunning recovery, returning to the screen and stage with renewed strength and gratitude. Financially, Jamie Foxx's net worth in 2025 is approximately $170 million, built from acting, music, real estate, and production deals. Beyond wealth, he's known for his generosity, supporting young artists, hosting charitable foundations, and mentoring rising Black entertainers. Jamie Foxx embodies versatility as destiny. He isn't just an actor or musician, he's a complete artist capable of transforming any role or rhythm into something unforgettable. Whether behind the piano, on the mic, or on the big screen, Foxx doesn't chase moments, he creates them. Steve Harvey. Born Broderick Stephen Harvey Sr. on January 17, 1957 in Welch, West Virginia, Steve Harvey is living proof that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the journey. Raised in a working-class family in Cleveland, Ohio, Harvey's rise from homelessness to media empire is one of Hollywood's most inspiring stories. In the late 1980s, he was sleeping in his car while touring the country as a stand-up comedian, performing anywhere he could find a stage. His perseverance paid off in the 1990s when he became one of the original kings of comedy alongside Cedric the Entertainer, Bernie Mac, and D.L. Hewley, selling out arenas and transforming the landscape of urban comedy. Harvey's breakout television success came with The Steve Harvey Show, 1996-2002. A sitcom that highlighted his charisma, warmth, and fatherly wit. But what truly elevated him to superstardom was his seamless transition into hosting. From Family Feud to Celebrity Family Feud and The Steve Harvey Morning Show, he became one of the most recognizable and beloved voices in American entertainment. His quick timing, motivational wisdom, and authentic humor made him more than a host. He became a trusted friend to millions of viewers. Outside of television, Harvey is a best-selling author. His 2009 book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, sold over 3 million copies, inspired a $96 million box office hit, and solidified him as a relationship guru and life coach. He also built a business empire through Steve Harvey Global, overseeing ventures in production, fashion, radio, and philanthropy. As of 2025, Steve Harvey's net worth is estimated at $200 million, reflecting his unmatched versatility across stand-up, books, hosting, and entrepreneurship. But what sets him apart isn't just money, it's his message. Steve Harvey turned setbacks into stepping stones. From a struggling comic to an industry mogul, he embodies faith, hustle, and redemption. His laughter heals, but his story teaches, proving that purpose will always outlast pain. Eddie Murphy. Born on April 3, 1961 in Brooklyn, New York. Eddie Murphy is more than a comedian. He's an era. Bursting onto the scene at just 19 as a cast member on Saturday Night Live, 1980 to 1984, Murphy's electric energy and fearless humor revolutionized American comedy. His characters Gumby Mr. Robinson Buckwheat became cultural touchstones, and by his early 20s, he was already headlining blockbuster films and redefining what a black superstar could be. Murphy's 1982 stand-up special Delirious and 1987's Raw are still considered comedic gold standards, unapologetically funny, brutally honest, and socially sharp. On the big screen, he dominated the 1980s and 90s with hits like 48 HRs 1982, Trading Places 1983, and Beverly Hills Cop 1984, which grossed over $300 million worldwide, making him the highest-paid actor in Hollywood at the time. His versatility allowed him to shape-shift effortlessly, playing multiple roles in Coming to America 1988, The Nutty Professor 1996, and Norbit 2007, showcasing his genius for both comedy and character transformation. But Murphy's range extends far beyond laughter. His role as soul singer James Thunder, early in Dreamgirls 2006, earned him a Golden Globe Award and an Oscar nomination, proving that his dramatic depth matched his comedic brilliance. Even after taking a step back from Hollywood, his comeback with Dolomite Is My Name, 2019, and Coming to America, 2021, reminded the world that his spark never faded. As of 2025, Eddie Murphy's net worth stands at roughly $200 million, built through decades of acting, producing, and music ventures. He remains one of the most bankable and beloved figures in entertainment history, inspiring comedians and actors across generations. Eddie Murphy isn't just a comedian, he's a cultural architect. His laughter broke barriers, his characters shaped identity, and his courage opened doors for countless black performers. From stand-up stages to Hollywood sound stages, Murphy didn't just make people laugh, he made them believe that anything is possible. Morgan Freeman. Born on June 1, 1937 in Memphis, Tennessee, Morgan Freeman embodies grace, intelligence, and authenticity. His rise was not overnight. It was the result of decades of patience, discipline, and faith. Freeman began acting as a teenager, but didn't achieve widespread fame until his 50s, a testament to his endurance in an industry often obsessed with youth. After early work on The Electric Company in the 1970s, he became a critical favorite with roles in Street Smart 1987 and Driving Miss Daisy 1989. The latter earning him his first Academy Award nomination. But it was The Shawshank Redemption 1994 that turned Morgan Freeman into an icon. As Ellis Red Redding, he delivered one of cinema's most profound performances, narrating a story of friendship, hope, and freedom with unmatched emotional depth. His soothing yet commanding voice, instantly recognizable and eternally comforting, became his signature, leading to narrations in March of the Penguins, 2005 Invictus, 2009 and Through the Wormhole. Freeman's filmography reads like a masterclass in versatility. 7. 1995 Glory, 1989 Million Dollar Baby, 2004, for which he won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, and his portrayal of God in Bruce Almighty 2003, which endeared him to audiences worldwide. He is also a successful producer and director, founding Revelations Entertainment, a company focused on telling diverse, socially relevant stories. As of 2025, Morgan Freeman's net worth is estimated at $250 million, built from decades of acting, narration, and production. But his true value lies in his legacy, wisdom, humanity, and authenticity. Morgan Freeman has never chased fame. He's embodied excellence. His presence alone brings dignity to any project, and his voice carries the weight of truth. In an industry of fleeting stars, Freeman remains eternal, a living symbol of what it means to age with power, purpose, and grace. Samuel L. Jackson. Born on December 21, 1948 in Washington, D.C., and raised in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Samuel L. Jackson is Hollywood's most prolific powerhouse. His journey to superstardom wasn't easy. He battled poverty, racism, and addiction before channeling that pain into passion. A graduate of Morehouse College, Jackson spent years in theater before gaining attention for small film roles. But it was Spike Lee's collaborations from School Days 1988 to Do the Right Thing 1989 and Jungle Fever 1991 that gave him his first major spotlight. In 1994, Jackson's career exploded with Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, where his portrayal of hitman Jules Winfield became legendary. His fiery monologues, unforgettable quotes, and explosive charisma earned him an Academy Award nomination, and made him one of the most quoted actors in movie history. Since then, Jackson has appeared in over 150 films, making him one of the highest-grossing actors of all time, with his movies collectively earning over $27 billion worldwide. His versatility is unmatched, playing everything from Mace Windu in Star Wars to Nick Fury in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where he became the connective tissue of an entire franchise. Off-screen, Jackson is equally commanding, known for his philanthropy, civil rights activism, and his fierce defense of black representation in film. As of 2025, Samuel L. Jackson's net worth stands at approximately $250 million, the product of decades of hard work, sharp instincts, and unrelenting energy. But even with his fame, Jackson remains grounded still, the same sharp-tongued, truth-speaking artist who refuses to filter his fire. Samuel L. Jackson isn't just a movie star, he's a movement. Every performance, every line, every glare carries power. He turned his voice, his rage, and his humor into tools of influence. From theater to Marvel to global superstardom, Jackson didn't just play characters, he defined an attitude. Bold, brilliant, unstoppable. Denzel Washington. Born on December 28, 1954 in Mount Vernon, New York. Denzel Washington is the living embodiment of power, precision, and purpose. With a career spanning over 4 decades, he has not only mastered the craft of acting, but elevated it to a form of moral and emotional truth. After graduating from Fordham University with a degree in drama and journalism, Denzel honed his stage skills at the American Conservatory Theater before breaking into Hollywood in the early 1980s. His breakthrough came with the medical drama St. Elsewhere, 1982 to 1988, but it was Glory 1989 that earned him his first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. From there, his momentum was unstoppable. In Malcolm X 1992, Denzel delivered a transformative performance that captured both the fire and humanity of one of America's most powerful voices. He later embodied justice and vengeance with precision in Training Day 2001, earning his second Oscar for Best Actor, cementing him as one of the greatest performers in cinematic history. Washington's filmography reads like a library of excellence. Remember the Titans, 2000 Man on Fire, 2004, American Gangster 2007, and Fences 2016, which he also directed. His performances combine authority with vulnerability, making him both a moral compass and a mirror of human struggle. Off-screen, he's a devoted husband and father, philanthropist, and spiritual man who believes in faith-driven purpose over fame. As of 2025, Denzel Washington's net worth is around $300 million, the result of decades of blockbuster roles, directing, producing, and investments. He has received 2 Oscars, 3 Golden Globes, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom, 2022 recognition of both his artistic brilliance and humanitarian leadership. Denzel Washington doesn't act for applause, he acts for impact. Every role, every word, every pause carries weight. He has become not only the gold standard of acting, but a symbol of black excellence, proving that integrity, discipline, and faith are the truest measures of legacy. Will Smith. Born on September 25, 1968 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Willard Carroll Smith Jr., better known as Will Smith, is one of the few entertainers who can claim dominance in music, television, and film. Starting his career as a teenage rapper under the name The Fresh Prince, he achieved early fame with his DJ partner Jazzy Jeff, winning the first-ever Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance 1989 for Parents Just Don't Understand. But it was his charm, wit, and universal appeal that catapulted him to global stardom on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air 1990 to 1996, a show that redefined sitcoms with its blend of comedy culture and emotion. When Smith transitioned to film, he didn't just succeed, he rewrote the rules. In Independence Day 1996 and Men in Black 1997, he became the face of blockbuster cinema, combining humor, action, and heart. His ability to make every role relatable, from Ali 2001 to The Pursuit of Happiness 2006, earned him 2 Academy Award nominations and the status of Hollywood's most bankable star for over a decade. His films have collectively grossed over $9 billion worldwide, a testament to his unmatched global reach. Outside of acting, Smith is an entrepreneur, producer, and motivational powerhouse. He co-founded Overbrook Entertainment, produced award-winning projects, and leveraged digital media to connect with millions. His 2021 memoir, Will, revealed the man behind the megastar, flawed, reflective, and constantly evolving. As of 2025, Will Smith's net worth is approximately $375 million earned through acting, music, business ventures, and strategic investments. Despite personal controversies, his resilience and willingness to grow have kept him in the cultural conversation. Will Smith's story is one of transformation. From a playful rapper to a profound actor and global entrepreneur, he's proven that charisma can build empires, but courage sustains them. Whether through laughter, tears, or lessons learned the hard way, Smith's journey reflects what happens when talent meets relentless self-belief. He didn't just conquer Hollywood, he became its heartbeat. Kevin Hart. Born on July 6, 1979 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Kevin Hart went from struggling comic to one of the most influential entertainers in the world. His story is not just one of success, it's one of grind. Raised by a single mother, Hart used humor to cope with hardship, developing a quick wit and iron will that would later define his career. Starting with open mic nights in small clubs, he endured countless rejections before his breakout comedy special, I'm a Grown Little Man. 2009 launched him into the mainstream. By the early 2010s, Hart had redefined modern stand-up with sold-out world tours like Laugh at My Pain 2011 and Let Me Explain 2013, each grossing tens of millions worldwide and setting box office records. His comedic voice, self-deprecating, energetic, and relatable, connected him with audiences across generations. But Kevin Hart didn't stop at the stage. He built an empire. Through Heartbeat Productions, he turned his brand into a multimedia powerhouse, producing films, TV shows, and digital content that gave opportunities to emerging talent. On-screen, Hart's charm and discipline turned him into a blockbuster draw, starring in hits like Ride Along 2014, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle 2017, and Central Intelligence 2016. Beyond comedy, he's proven his depth in dramatic roles, most notably in Fatherhood 2021 and The Upside 2017. His resilience after his 2019 car accident and his public transparency about recovery made him a symbol of determination and gratitude. Financially, Kevin Hart's net worth in 2025 is estimated at around $450 million, derived from stand-up tours, film salaries, endorsement deals, and business ventures, including partnerships with Nike and his premium tequila brand, Gran Coramino. Kevin Hart isn't just funny, he's fearless. From a kid with nothing to a global mogul with everything, he embodies the modern dream to build, to inspire, and to laugh through the struggle. His journey proves that hard work isn't just the punchline, it's the story. Tyler Perry. Born on September 13, 1969 in New Orleans, Louisiana, Tyler Perry's rise is the definition of faith meeting focus. Once homeless and writing plays out of his car, Perry transformed pain into purpose, creating a cultural empire built on storytelling that speaks directly to the soul of the Black community. His most famous creation, Medea, a tough, hilarious, and wise matriarch inspired by his mother and aunt, became a household name and the foundation of a multimedia dynasty. Perry began his career with gospel-inspired stage plays in the 1990s, performing to packed audiences across America. When Hollywood refused to open its doors, he built his own. His 2005 film, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, was a breakout success, earning over $50 million on a $5 million budget. Since then, he's written, produced, and directed dozens of films and television shows, including Why Did I Get Married?, The Haves and the Have-Nots, and Medea's Family Reunion. His stories, often blending humor, trauma, and redemption, gave voice to experiences rarely seen in mainstream cinema. In 2019, Perry opened Tyler Perry Studios, a 330-acre film complex in Atlanta, making him the first black man in history to fully own a major film studio. Built on the grounds of a former Confederate Army base, it stands as a powerful symbol of transformation and legacy. The studio has since hosted productions from Black Panther to Coming to America. As of 2025, Tyler Perry's net worth is estimated at $1.4 billion, according to Forbes, derived from his ownership of every script, film, and character he's ever created. Beyond entertainment, he's a philanthropist who has paid off strangers' debts, built homes for the needy, and funded education programs for underprivileged youth. Tyler Perry's empire wasn't inherited, it was built. From rejection to revolution, he turned storytelling into sovereignty. His success isn't just financial, it's historical. Perry didn't wait for Hollywood's permission. He created his own Hollywood and invited the world in. He is not only the richest black actor alive, but a living monument to vision, ownership, and unwavering faith. From the struggling dreamers to the billion-dollar legends, these 30 black actors have reshaped what power, purpose, and legacy mean in Hollywood. Their stories prove that success isn't handed down, it's earned through resilience, brilliance, and faith in one's vision. From Mahershala Ali's poetic depth to Tyler Perry's billion-dollar empire, every journey tells us that representation isn't just visibility, it's ownership. But here's the question that lingers. Is true excellence measured by wealth or by the doors these icons have opened for the next generation? Share your thoughts below, only on Legends of Black Excellence.